Arena recently learned about the generation process of query execution plan in database class. One day, she tries to obtain the QEP of a certain SQL through a RDBMS. But she is confused why this plan is the QEP and what are the disadvantages of other plans. Hence, she wants to look at 5 additional AQPs, but most of the current RDBMSs doesn't provide this function. To address this problem, we present Arena, a novel end-to-end and generic framework that facilitates exploration of informative alternative query plans of a given SQL query to aid the comprehension of QEP selection. In this demonstration, we use the dataset provided by a textbook named Database System Concept. We can click here to see the schema of the dataset. To cope with different user needs and usage scenarios, Arena offers 2 service modes, namely batch informative plan selection and incremental informative plan selection, both of which can certainly help Lena to get answers. We now demonstrate BTIPs. Arena runs in BTIPs mode by default. Just as Lena want, BTIPs can give QEP and many AQPs to her at one time. First, we need to configure the parameters which will affect the selecting of AQPs. Because the default parameters are suitable for most cases, we recommend users to use the default parameters rather than customizing them, so we don't change any parameters this time. After configuring the parameters, we input a query or select one of the examples the system provides. Then, we click Execute button and 6 query plans including QEP and 5 AQPs will be generated. If you want to get more AQPs at once, you can change the parameter highlighted in red. For example, we change it to 7 and click Execute button. QEP and 7 AQPs will come out. The plan whose ID equals 0 represent QEP. From left to right, the 5 columns stands for identification, structural variance, content variance, execution cost, and relevance. The variance in relevance is the result of comparing the plan with QEP. After clicking on a plan, the right side of the page will present a tree diagram of the plan. Each node in the tree represents a physical operator used in the plan, and different types of operators are labeled with different colors. Example: join operators is represented in orange, while scan operators is represented in blue, and we can see more detailed information of index operators by clicking on it. In order to compare AQP and QEP more easily, in Setting, we can open the Compare Plan option, and then click on a plan. A new page will pop up. It will show the tree diagram of both QEP and selected AQP. In addition, the differences between this AQP and QEP in terms of scan and join operators are shown on the left side of the page. We can accurately locate the place of the difference by clicking on one of the items. BTIPs needs Lena to choose the number of AQP generate by Arena. However, Lena always doesn't know how many AQPs is enough for her. In this situation, Lena can turn to ITIPs mode. Unlike BTIPs mode, we cannot choose the number of plans to be generated. After inputting a query and clicking Execute button, we will get a plan, and by clicking the Execute button again, we will get a new plan. Lena can get new AQPs until she thinks that is enough. Sometimes, Lena doesn't like the way Arena select AQP, so each time after a AQP is generated, Lena can give a score to it in the box below the plan. If we choose good, the system will think that this type of AQP can help us learn better, so the next time it will show a similar one. If we choose bad, the system will think that this type of AQP is not useful, so the next time it will generate a greatly different one. As shown in this demonstration, Arena can select helpful AQPs for users, and make it easier for them to compare the differences between QEP and AQPs. Taking users' different preferences into account, Arena updates selection criteria according to users' preferences, which can better assist them in learning RDBMSs.